Welcome to the Psychic Hot Seat. My name is Maureen Keefe, and I am with Intuition Matters Unveiled. I am you. I lost my own lines. If I don't have technical difficulties, I'm going to have biotech difficulties. So I think I got the lighting figured out. Carl's in the house. He's manning the Intuition Matters Unveiled posts. Thank you for being here, Carl. I want to bow in homage and gratitude to Carl for all that he has been doing for me all along, but especially in this last week. We are working on launching a product called Daily Drops from the Fountain of Youth, and it's going to be all kinds of tips and ideas for turning the clock back or keeping the clock turned back. And so given that I've been focusing on aging and turning the clock back, also what all the facets of aging means, I wanted to highlight my blog that focuses on menopause. And I forget what the actual title of this article is. Putting the power surge back into hot flashes. So when women, women are valued for appearance. I'm sure that's a shocker. And as we age, we cross over this invisible threshold where we become a non-entity. We become barren, therefore valueless. And I'll never forget my experience of walking into a restaurant with my nephew's girlfriend, who was a beautiful young blonde. And the bartender was probably closer to my age than hers, yet I was invisible. And that was not something that ever happened to me. It was an interesting notice because I tried to engage with the server and he was absolutely like I was invisible, like had nothing to say to me, even though I was the one with the wallet. Needless to say, he didn't get tipped very well. Well, that's probably not true because I was into people pleasing back then. So anyway, putting the power surge back into hot flashes is all about discussing what women are really doing in menopause. What are we really up to? So I believe that what we are doing is grounding the new frequencies onto the planet. And I really wrote it really well. So I'm going to see if I can find exactly how I said it. I can't. But it's about in our younger years, we are bringing through life, new life. And then as we're raising our children, we're cultivating expansion on the planet. And then as we move into menopause, we are bringing through the new frequencies, which will bring through even more expansion on the planet. So my belief is that when we get a hot flash, we're actually getting a download of these frequencies. And if we're conscious and engaged with it, it becomes a very powerful experience. So I started noting that as I was working, I would all of a sudden get edgy and irritable. I couldn't focus. And it's like you feel uncomfortable in your own skin. And it turns out that that's the beginning of the hot flash. Well, that's the beginning of the power surge. It's entering into your circuitry, and it's kind of a foreign energy, and it's frenetic, and it's highly charged, and so it shorts our circuits somewhat. But if we are aware, then we can actually relax into it And I just wanted to find where I had written that because it was really simply put. Yeah, the short circuiting, losing concentration, getting irritable, having to stop what one's doing, feeling a general malaise, getting prickly, either physically, emotionally, and verbally prickly. But if you set your intention to notice, at the first sign of that something important is taking place, then what we can do is relax and allow, get into the divine feminine, relax and allow these new frequencies, these photons to move through us, these streaming light frequencies that are activating the planet and also activating our dormant DNA. It's happening to everybody, but I believe that menopausal women are like lightning rods grounding these energies onto the planet. So check out the blog. I wrote it quite a few years ago, and my friend Della McGee, actually she's now Della Webb, helped me edit it. And I actually published it, and it got published in the Edge magazine. So thank you to the Edge magazine. That was back in 2018. And so what if we recognized and acknowledged menopause for what the powerful life transforming phase it really is? What if women were acknowledged for serving a sacred role on the planet and revered? This last event in the last few years was not the first event of subverted manipulation and control and misrepresentation and getting people to believe things that aren't true. For example, back in the day, in ancient times, God was a woman. She was the goddess. And during the patriarchal overthrow, which the translation of the Bible played a role in this, making the gender of God a man. The Hebrew version of that word has no gender. How did that happen? So it's taking everything that was sacred about women and making it profane. So thinking about how in menopause, instead of acknowledging what we're doing, our power is subverted to a medical issue, and we need to be medicated to deal with our symptoms. So my belief is if we resist these energies moving through us, that's when the hot flashes become unbearable, and we can even experience hormonal imbalances from our own resistance. So think about how, a circuit or even a dam where energy is backing up and it's not being allowed to move through. Then, it creates a lot of pressure. It creates a lot of discomfort in relationships. If we're resisting change that needs to happen, it gets really uncomfortable. It's supposed to. It's like, did you get the memo? The memo gets louder if you don't get it. So anyway, I just wanted to plant some seeds to get some wheels turning. Go read the blog. It's a much better presentation than this just was, but this is live. So Sherry D is in the house. Hello, doll face. I hear you at 66 and a half years old. Yeah, double sixes. Ooh. Yeah. And if you are postmenopausal, what if you're postmenopausal? I think we're still anchoring in the frequencies on the planet. So thank you for asking that question. Yeah, that's good information. And then Cher was sharing with me earlier about when couples are in two couples, like the man and the woman are in both in divine masculine versus one in divine feminine and one in divine masculine. So I'm going to research that because I can tell just by what she shared that it's got some very potent information involved in that. All right, so let's claim the power of being women, barren women. I love the idea of being a barren woman. I love the idea of that. And so I've been participating in this Tesla technology, and it has the ability to regenerate you to prime, prime youth. And so I keep setting the intention without menstruation. And since I've had my legs lasered and underarms lasered, I also say, and hair-free legs and underarms. We're in charge. We get to say what we're going to experience in our lives. So there. All right. What about post-media women? Thank you so much. I don't know what that means. Post-media women. What about post-media? I don't know what that means. All right. I'm going to pop over. Oh, I had given Carl some books to consider for posting. One is Women at the Edge of Two Worlds. Lynn Andrews, our beloved Lynn Andrews, has passed. And this is one of her books. Helpful Guide to All Women Going Through Menopause describes the spiritual dimensions of one of the most important transitions in a woman's life. So let's elevate the experience. And then Susan Weed wrote a book. I think it's called New Menopause. Let's see if I still have it. Nope, of course not. But Carl's going to post that link. And then I also wanted to mention crystalline chromosomes that the Sophia Code mentions. So crystalline chromosomes override the matrix. So as part of the initiation of the Sophia Code, you are activating the crystalline codons. And Kaia Ra did a really great job of discussing that in an interview with LiLou Mace. And I'll see if I can get the link posted here later. And so, but she does a really great job of discussing what the crystalline codex, the crystalline codons are, crystalline chromosomes are. But what she does say is that the crystalline chromosomes override the matrix programming. And so our carbon DNA is programmed. And as light comes on, more and more light comes onto the planet, activating our dormant DNA, if we are merging it and bridging it with the crystalline chromosomes, then we have superpowers. Superpowers overriding the matrix. So we can do this. It's about conscious choice, conscious thought, conscious intention, conscious action, conscious allowing, conscious waiting, gestation. So think about all the different elements of the divine feminine, all the different elements of the divine masculine, and make sure you're giving each one of those equal press. And let's all practice working from the divine feminine and see how this life changes, especially the women. So I see Carl saying hi to Joe, but I don't see Joe saying hi on here, so I'm not sure what's going on. I do see Facebook and YouTube both. So let's just see. Laugh Out Loud was on both sites. Typo. Yeah, I know, but what does typo mean? What about post-media women? Or are you asking post-menopausal? And so anyway, I answered your question, so I hope. Okay, so then the book, The New Menopausal Years, is Alternative Approaches for Women 30 to 90. Wise Women Herbal by Susan S. Weed. And haven't read that book. I think it's on my reading list. All right, in my spare time. There's Hearts Love Joe. My mom was wondering why CJ wants to hurry up and marry her and if Nina is pregnant. Is Nina pregnant? Nina's not pregnant. Maybe he wants to claim that woman. Does CJ want to hurry up and marry her? He does. Is it because he wants to have children? No. Is it because he wants her to be his wife? Yes. Is Nina pregnant? No. And my mom was worried. We need to have a chat. Remember, worry is a prayer to make it so. If we will get a lawyer to represent my little sister. I get a yes. I'm kind of surprised you haven't already. I thought we had conversations around that already. Yes, definitely get a lawyer. Yes. Yes. And then Cher saying yes, postmenopausal. All right. Ask more questions, you guys, because this girl is waning. I could make it a quick half-an-hour show and be super happy about that. All right. We have a question in the house. I'm wondering about the meaning of a big white snake and falcon that a woman could see in my auric field. All right. So I have to tell you, I did look at this a little bit earlier. And first I wanted to laugh because Whitesnake was one of my favorite bands in the 80s. Tawny, I think was her name. I was paid the extremely high compliment that I looked like her. And I hope to reclaim my legs to be sporting a skirt like that. She did a great job in that video. White snake. Okay, so white snake is a very positive symbol. It represents purity, positive energy, and new beginnings. So the symbol of the white snake is always positive. And it combines the symbolism of renewal and purity to create a powerful symbol, what some believe represents new beginnings and positivity in its purest form. So that was from classroom.synonym.com. What is a white snake? So that was a kind of interesting source. In the Bible, serpents are considered emblems of death and destruction and evil. If a white snake visits your dream world, it could signify you're surrounded by evil forces. Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's ask, is that true? No. Dreaming of white snakes. Okay, 14 meanings when you dream. So you can do a little bit of research on that, but I would also say, the serpent, the divine feminine, the goddess, forbidden knowledge. It also, sheds its skin and reveals fresh new skin. So that represents transformation. So I really like that whole idea of positivity, purity, and new beginnings. And I wanted to say Kundalini rising. That is the serpentine motion of energy rising through your pranic tube and moving through your chakras and awakening your Kundalini, awakening your power. And falcon. So falcon is similar to hawk. It represents messenger and new beginnings. I would say, if someone told me that these things were in my aura, I would see falcon as being that I have a message to share, that I am here to share a message, that I have the ability to claim higher vision, and also super amazing hunters. So you can look it up in the Dream Dictionary too. Let's look up hunter really quick, and then hawk. I love this Dream Dictionary. Carl, The Dream Book by Betty Bethards. She's passed too. I don't think the book's out of print though. So let's see. Holy Hive. Holy Hive. La 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 la. I'm not seeing hawk. STUV hawk. To see and perceive from great heights. Powerful. To soar spiritually. There you go, girls. Soar spiritually. And let's look up hunter. Wish those hawks would get these chipmunks. Hunt, looking for parts of self. Wow, that's kind of powerful. The unknown within you. So I would embrace that. That's awesome. All right, the woman who saw this in her auric field had been revived multiple times and her third eye was open. Someone else said it had to do with a couple of goddess lifetimes. I'm trying to remember which goddess has the snakes around their arms. See how fast I can find it. This is my favorite amulets of the goddess. I'm going to try to get it back in print. Nancy, the goddess, creatrix of this. Let's just see if I can flip through and find the picture I'm thinking of. Anyway, let's also look up snake in here. She had a symbol for snake. And 130 is shedding fear and renewing hope. So I would take that message. And let's just see if we can find who the goddess is associated with snakes. Yeah, I'm not feeling very psychic tonight, so sorry. Cretan snake goddess stands in a hypnotic trance as snakes undulate up her arms. Fearless priestess who embodies the powers of regeneration, letting go of the old and embracing the new. So this is the depiction of that goddess. Cretan snake goddess. She doesn't really have a name here. Nagini, that's another name for the snake goddess. Parcel tongue. Harry Potter. Let's see. Serpent deities and creation myths spring forth from every culture. Ananta, the infinite, was the serpent mother in Hinduism. She was also Kundalini, primal female energy coiled at the base of the spine. Through proper meditative practices and yoga, Kundalini energy unwinds. Traveling and vibrating through the chakras, the energy centers along the spine, unleashing powerful insight and wisdom. So there. All right, what else? I also have eagle and owl as important. Yeah, so eagle in the Native American tradition is the one that takes your prayers to the creator. It's also, extraordinary sight. So, and a hunter and, being able to, I would say visionary, being able to see things from a much higher vantage point than most. And owl. Now, in Native American tradition, owl often represents as a harbinger of death, but Athena's owl, Athena, the goddess, represents wisdom. And owls are very cool. I had a personal connection with an owl, and that poor baby ended up getting electrocuted. Power lines. Yeah. So, yeah, I won't go into that story. So owl represents wisdom, ability to see with clarity in the dark or recognize unknown parts of self. And so I would also say that owl has to do with the ability to see at night, to see in the dark, and to thrive in shadow, not as a shadow creature, but using the power of shadow times. Is there any light you can shed on it at this time? Okay, big cats are also seen in my vision. Is it sourced from a Lyran lifetime? The big cats from a Lyran lifetime. I'm getting a no, Lyran. Like I'm hearing it's a panther. So I would look up panther or cougar or what else? Mountain lion. Oh, and I don't have my animal book here. So panther, not here. Cougar, probably not. STU. Yeah, no. So I would just trust that that's a spirit guide that has your back. Superpower. Ask it. Talk to it. Have it tell you what its role is in your life. Usually it's a form of a protector. That gets a yes. Have you done journeying, like shamanic journeying? Because I think that would be really powerful for you since you have such an animal connection. So I recommend that. All right, let's see. Anybody else asking questions in the back room? Not so much. Okay, let's see what's going on in the front. Let's see. Thank you, Carl, for the dream book, Symbols of Self-Understanding. I love that book. Let's just see. And does CJ truly love my mom, and will she be able to get a divorce soon? So who's Nina? Does CJ truly love my mom? I thought we were talking about CJ and Nina. Okay, let's ask. Does CJ truly love my mom? That gets a yes. Will she be able to get a divorce soon? That gets a yes. So, yeah, what is it? Holding up money? Is that the problem? Holding her up? So let's go back and look at. Oh, CJ wants to. Oh, hurry up. Oh. Oh my God, I read that question so wrong. That's what happens when you're burning the candle at both ends. Why CJ wants to hurry up and marry her? Does CJ love your mother? Yes. Is that why he wants to marry her? Yes. Does he want to start having a family? No. Okay, so we got that straight. Woo! All right. And now, is Nina pregnant? I got that. Was a no. Is Nina pregnant? No. All right. So there. Glad I straightened out that little rumor mill that I started. All right. Oh, Nina lives with CJ. Yikes. All right, let's ask. Is anything going on there? No. All right. Okay. Hi, Maureen. Posted earlier. My comment probably didn't show up. Oh, yeah. You probably posted before I went live, and then I don't get to see them on my production studio software. Ooh, don't I sound cool? Production studio software. And my amazing hero and troll slayer, Carl, bailing me out of trouble at every turn. So there. Okay. What else? You guys, I'm going to call it a night. Oh, let's call cards. Let's do cards. So first for Joe. Joe gets release. So what does she need to release? Hope? No. Does she need to release her twin flame? No. Does she need to release attachments? Yes. I do this, like hanging on to something for dear life, digging your claws in to hang on to it. Does this have to do with her twin flame? No. Release. So is it a need to cry? That gets a yes. You've gotten that a few times, honey. I'm sorry. Are there other things involved with release? No. So You need a good cry. Dawn's in the house. She's not a troll. Yes, I'll give you a card too. I'm pulling one for Cher. She gets creativity. Let's all send healing energy to her. She's having surgery tomorrow. It goes easily, effortlessly, and better than anyone could have ever expected. Yes. Yay. Blessings and love. So she gets creativity. So tap into your creativity. Tap into the creativity of connecting with your spirit guides, right? All those animals are spirit guides for you. So strike up a conversation. Make a connection. Get to know them. Ask them what they want you to know and listen to hear the answers. You can also try automatic writing. You can also type on your computer whatever comes to mind. And so let's see what Dawn gets for a card. Ooh, responsibility. What? You're supposed to be on vacation. Let's ask, does this have to do with the house? No. Does this have to do with the daughter's plans? No. Does this have to do with your husband? There's, that got a yes. So there's some responsibility that needs to take place with John. So John there's something the two of you need to do that has to do with responsibility. Is it following up on, paperwork, legal stuff? So get that handled. Get it handled. Get on that now. So let's ask, can I pull another card for them? Something a little more fun? Fire. Uh-oh. Insurance. Make sure you got insurance. That's not what it's about. Is it about a fire? No. It's about fire under your tail. So apparently, you better handle that responsibility, whatever that is. Do you know what I'm talking about? All right, fire. Truly an action card. Fire up your adrenaline and get going. What are you waiting for? Remove any obstacles and go forward. So if you're waiting still to hear back from this person, call them up. Don't wait anymore. Get on it. But yeah, make sure that if there's any paperwork at all that needs I's dotted, T's crossed, make sure that you're handling all that jazz, and do make sure, just because of the fire thing, that your insurance is all handled and paid and whatnot. That wasn't a fun one. Openness. We'll let you guys play with that. That's more fun. Okay, what do I need to release? Cher, yours was creativity. Joe's was release, but let's ask what Cher needs to release. Let's find out. I'm getting control. That's the first word that's coming. You need to release control, and has to do with a certain loved one, and release that certain loved one. And is there more to release? No. So, nope, full up. Full up, so it's all, it does not end. God, right? Well, I don't know what nope, full up means. Nope, full up. You're welcome, Cher. Bless your heart. And so much paperwork, it does not end. God bless us, right? WTF. And like, whoever said the internet was, going to save us time just means we have to do 40 jobs in the time we did one. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, so much paperwork, it does not. Full up on responsibility. I know. It's like, God bless us. Do I need to really pull that card? Ooh, okay. Let's ask. How does let's pull one. Oh, I did one for John. Use that openness one creatively. How does my twin flame feel towards me currently? I'm hearing this. This might be my own projection. No, I was hearing terrified. And when I ask if that's true, I get a no. So we got a little bit of gaming going on in the house. let's clear that. Okay, how does her twin flame feel about her currently? Longing gets a yes. Anxious gets a yes. So is anxious to see you, that gets a yes. Anxious to get over his neuroses, that gets a yes. Anxious to give a relationship a try, that gets a yes. So just okay, let's ask what else. I have been feeling burning sensations on my cheeks a lot and a little nauseous. Okay, the burning sensations on her cheeks. Does this have to do with twin flame? No. Is the nausea anything to do with twin flame? No. Is she having a food reaction? That's getting a yes. Are you eating something new? Let's ask things like strawberries, dairy, preservatives, something with preservatives in it. Like I'm seeing like nacho cheese Doritos, you know, something that is so far from food. So, oh, I've been crying a lot. I'm missing him. I haven't been on social. Okay, is that in her highest good? That gets a yes. That's good though. That's good. Let's create a little bit of a vacuum. That's really good. All right. So let's pull a card for Carl, and we'll pull him for Ivy too. Carl gets visualization. Yeah, let's keep visualizing that. Big windfall, money coming in, because when I get the windfall, Carl gets a windfall too. Whee! All right, so Carl gets visualization and Ivy gets power. So that girl is claiming her power. We're super proud of her. Yes, yes, yes. So visualization. So seeing your dreams coming true, seeing it happening in great detail, and then do affirmative prayer too. Give it double bang for the buck. Yes, yes, yes. So visualization. Let's just see massive success. Let's just see massive. It's my water glasses that are reflecting lights now. It's always something. Anyway, so visualize desired outcomes, whatever they are. All right, that's fun. I'm going to pull one for me. And then unless someone jumps on really fast, I'm calling it a wrap. And then you guys just gifted Carl a 20-minute break. Blank for me, unlimited potential. Woo! Or maybe the state of my mind these days, huh? Not so much. I'm pretty busy. Let's find out. Blank. Clear reminder, you can have it all. Oh my God, yes. Let's visualize that. Do not put limits or restrictions on yourself or your issues. Know that you have at your fingertips all that is. You are limitless. All right, so I'm going to take that one right to heart, and I'm going to run with it because I've been kind of playing in the fields of fear lately. So let's change that game. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks for coming to play. Join me again next week, and we'll see how much fun we can generate between now and then. Yeah, caught the tail end right in the middle. Good job. Pop in on the Breath of Life tomorrow. I'll do it on the day I'm supposed to. Love, love, love. Hope to see him soon. I get a yes, you will. Hope he's okay. He is. Yeah, bless your heart, Cher. Good luck to you tomorrow. High vibes and healing for the dancing goddess. Okay, bless you guys. Much love to all of you. Thanks for joining me today. May your journeys be blessed in all ways, and may all your visualizations for your highest good come true. And may you rock out to Venado. Until next time, this is Maureen Keefe of Intuition Matters Unveiled. I am you. And I would ask you to please click thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. there's anything helpful, please share. And thanks for joining me. Love, love, love. See you next week.